We like to think we understand our world. We believe that science has a logical explanation for everything. But what happens when the experts go silent? From impossible structures buried beneath the earth to signals screaming from the bottom of the ocean, there are things out there that simply should not exist. Today, we're counting down the top 10 terrifying discoveries that scientists still cannot explain. Number 1 is the stuff of nightmares. We start deep underwater. In 1997, the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration detected a sound in the South Pacific. It was massive ultra-low frequency and incredibly loud. They called it the Bloop. While some scientists later claimed it was an icequake, the audio profile bore a terrifying resemblance to a living creature. The only problem, for a creature to make a sound that loud, it would have to be 3 times larger than a blue whale. Whatever made that noise is still down there. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of Greece, this corroded lump of bronze changed history. Dating back 2,000 years, it contains a complex system of gears that shouldn't have been invented for another millennium. It's an ancient analog computer used to predict astronomical positions. Who built it? And how was this advanced technology lost for 1,000 years? It suggests a chapter of human history has been completely erased. It has been called the world's most mysterious book, written in the early 15th century. The Voynich manuscript contains 240 pages of text in a language that no cryptographer, not even codebreakers from World War II, can decipher. It features illustrations of plants that do not exist on Earth and astrological charts that don't match our sky. Is it a hoax? A lost language, or a guide left behind by something not human? Compiled in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral. This map shows the western coast of Africa and the eastern coast of South America with surprising accuracy. But the terrifying part is to the south. It depicts Antarctica without ice. Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 300 years later, and it has been covered in ice for millions of years. How did an ancient mapmaker know what the land beneath the ice looked like? In Turkey, we found something that broke the timeline of civilization. Göbekli Tepe is a massive temple complex featuring 20-ton pillars intricately carved with predators. It dates back 12,000 years. This is before the wheel, before writing, and before agriculture. Hunter-gatherers should not have been able to build this. It suggests that civilization is much older and, perhaps, much different than we are told. China's Longyou Caves are a massive underground mystery, excavated over 2,000 years ago. These 24 massive artificial caverns required the removal of 1 million cubic meters of rock. Yet, there are no historical records of their construction. The chisel marks are uniform, almost machine-like. How did ancient workers illuminate these depths without leaving soot marks? And where did all the rock go? Etched into the Peruvian desert are hundreds of massive geoglyph spiders, monkeys, hummingbirds, some over 1,000 feet wide. They can only be fully appreciated from the sky. Created between 500 BC and 500 AD, their purpose remains a debate. Were they walking paths for rituals, or, as some theorists suggest, were they signals meant to be seen by entities looking down from the stars? This is the largest medieval manuscript in the world. Legend says it was written by a monk who broke his vows and was sentenced to be walled up alive. To save himself, he promised to write a book containing all human knowledge in one night. He realized he couldn't do it, so he sold his soul to Lucifer. The book contains a massive, full-page portrait of the devil. Handwriting analysis suggests the entire book was written by one person, which would have taken 20 years of non-stop writing. Yet, the ink shows no signs of aging or pores. In 2011, sonar operators discovered a strange object on the floor of the Baltic Sea. It is 200 feet wide, shaped like the Millennium Falcon, and features a formation that looks like a staircase leading into a dark hole. When divers approach it, their electrical equipment fails. Satellite phones and cameras stop working until they move 200 meters away. Is it a geological oddity, a World War II anti-sub device, or a crashed object from another world? We end with a biological horror that is all too real. A rat king occurs when a group of rats become fused together by their tails via ice, dirt, or dried blood. They live like this, growing larger, fed by other rats. It was considered a terrifying bad omen in folklore. Specimens have been preserved in museums, proving they exist. Science can explain the how, but the why. The behavior that leads to this grotesque ball of living fury remains a disturbing mystery of nature. The world is older and stranger than we can comprehend. Which of these discoveries keeps you awake at night? Was it the hum of the Bloop or the impossible map of Antarctica? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this descent into the unknown, hit that like button and subscribe. We have more mysteries to uncover, and you won't want to watch them alone. Thanks for watching.